Hey, it's Kenny Lattimore, and I am very excited to be here with the Steve Harvey Ask Anything Chat. I'm promoting a new single. I have a new song called Take a Dose from my project Here to Stay. And let's get to your questions. Steph from Madison, Wisconsin wants to know, how do you pronounce your full name and what do your friends call you? Well, my name really is Kenny Lattimore. So my friends call me Kenny. Very simple. Rose from Davenport, Florida wants to know, how did the new single come together? Well, I worked with an incredible writer named Dracar Madison Wesley. And Dracar worked also with another amazing producer that we worked with on my last project, Vulnerable. His name is Lee Major. So Lee did Push from my last project, and he did a couple of songs on this one, including Take a Dose. So we heard the track of Take a Dose, and Dracar just put together this wonderful melody, and the lyric was right up my alley because it was all about how love can be healing and purposeful in our lives. So that's how it came together. Sophie from Reno, Nevada says, what's your favorite thing to do during your free time? Sleep. No, I mean, besides that, what do we like to do? I'm a roller coaster nut. Like, I just came back from doing Six Flags and riding roller coasters, and just there's something about the release of that and the thrill, something about those thrill rides that I really love. So that's one of my favorite pastimes, amusement parks. Marcus from Greenville, North Carolina says, are you doing a tour this year? Also, how did the Indonesia date get booked? Well, I am doing tour dates, but I'm not doing one particular tour probably until next year, where I'm just on a bus and I go city, 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 city. But right now, for the rest of 2022, I'll be just doing select dates all over and promoting this single, Take a Dose. So the Indonesia date got booked because I think the people did love Take a Dose. They thought that the song represented some sort of healing and thought that it went along with the idea of vacationing and self-care. So we were talking about doing this trip with a company called Jet Life Travel. We put our forces, superpowers together, if you will. And we came up with this idea of going to Bali. So it was just me meeting their desire and idea, I think at the same time, or at the right time. The music met the idea. That's the only way I could really explain it. But let's see. Kylie from Eugene, Oregon. What is your favorite item in your closet? Whew. Oh man, I think I may have several favorites in my closet. But Kylie, I'm going to say, if you're familiar with this company, I'm not doing any big endorsements for anybody, but I have these sweats that are from, I think they say it like Lululemon, and the material is like so comfortable and everything. I throw that on all the time. Almost anything by them I throw on, and it feels really comfortable and great. Love it, love it. Sophia from Burbank, California says, what is your biggest aspiration in life? Wow. I would have to say to, I think about my purpose of singing to the hearts of women and the minds of men to encourage you in love. That's really it. That's my life's purpose with my music. Other than that, I'm a father, I'm a husband. I am a man who admires the life of Jesus Christ and the way that he loved and the way that he dealt with people. So my aspiration would be to imitate some of those things so that you experience through not only my music, but through my life, love, the way God's love is. That would be the highest. Eunice from Asheville, North Carolina says, if you were on Jeopardy, and the answer was Kenny Lattimore, what is the question? Wow. Eunice, that's a great question, and I love Jeopardy. So I'd have to say, husband of famous judge, hype music for the famous basketball player Michael Jordan, or singer that has a wedding staple song that is used all over the world. Something like that. I don't know, those are the characteristics. And they'd probably say, ding, 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 Kenny Lattimore. All right, for your daily double. Hallie from Albuquerque, New Mexico says, if you could pick one karaoke song, what would it be? Karaoke. That's one thing I don't do, is a lot of karaoke. I know that that's like a huge thing all over the world. A lot of people love karaoke. Oh man, you stumped me on this one. Okay, I'm gonna come back to that. I'm gonna think about that karaoke song. Courtney from Nashville, Tennessee, are you working towards an EP or full album release this year? So this allows me to kind of explain, Courtney, what I've been doing in 2022. I released actually in 2021, in December 3rd, a new project called Here to Stay, and it's out right now, and it includes a song called Pressure and a song called Lose You, and my latest single, Take a Dose. But what we did is we tested my streaming power, because streaming is one of the new ways that music is trying to connect and grow with our audiences. But Take a Dose is my first single that I am taking to radio. I'm very proud of it, and I hope that you hear it and love it. And it's going to be played all over the place. And the album is available for you on all the digital outlets. And if you want to purchase it, like have that physical copy, because I used to love the physical copies and reading the liner notes and all that kind of stuff, you can still do that as well. Just in any of your retail outlets that sell music. Natalie from Jersey City, New Jersey. What was the biggest surprise for you when you first got in the industry? Something that you weren't expecting. Wow, my biggest surprise when I first got into the industry was that I would be embraced by a lot of the legends that were making music. The legends were, to me, the artists that my mother introduced me to, like Aretha Franklin and Barry White. I did my first tour with Barry White, Shaka Khan, who I loved as a kid, and wow, so many amazing artists embraced me. And that was a big surprise, because I was thinking, man, it's gonna be many years before I even meet some of those people, or I might see them in passing. But it always surprised me when they would know my music and embrace me. I thought that was amazing. Gemma from Australia, as a singer, what are some of the things you do to prevent from straining your voice? Wow, sleep. That's my answer for everything vocally, right? Sleep, sleep, sleep. No, in all reality, vocal rest is important, but I think your choices and your approach in your song have to be thoughtful. And we know that when you're singing, sometimes it's in split-second timing that you're in the middle of a song, and if you know that there is this high note or something that you are not really prepared to hit, that's when interpretation becomes key. And you have to make a different choice to still deliver something emotional and that will continue to elevate the conversation, the music conversation for your audience, but at the same time will not put you in a position for straining your voice. Other than that, I coming from classical singing, I try to sing from the diaphragm, sing rounder vowels and rounder sounds, and it seems to help me. And along with honey and taking things to continue to soothe your voice as you're going through the process, when you have to sing, when maybe you shouldn't be singing because you're trying to avoid a strain. It's just like any other muscle. You have to be really careful. And if you know that there's a possibility of strain, definitely, again, make a good choice. All right, and then we have Haley from Toledo, Ohio. Who do you text the most with? My wife, Faith, for sure, definitely. I text the most with her. Elijah from St. Louis, Missouri. Is there anything new or unique that you would still like to learn? You know what? I think that we're ever learning. I don't think we ever stop. So I'm kind of open there. I don't think that there's one specific thing that I'd like to learn, but I like to consider myself a student at all times. When I was doing this album, Here to Stay, I felt like I was being a student of the younger producers, learning what really works for the new listener or the new adults that are buying music. What do they want to hear? What's the the approach to recording. I think things are a little bit new, so I'm learning that from the younger producers. So thanks again for all of your questions. All your questions, I appreciate it. And thanks for watching my Steve Harvey Ask Anything. My new single again, Take a Dose, from my new project, Here to Stay, is out now. And thanks, Steve, for having me today.